Hi everyone, welcome to iWellness Check. Today we are turning to English channel because of some English ed seniors that actually approached me and says they would like to have a live stream in English. So today we are here. Okay, let's see. Give me a minute because I got to share it to some senior groups so that some of the members, they can actually watch it from there. Okay. Okay. Let's go. I got so many groups. Let me see. Make sure I don't post the wrong one. Okay. Can you check? Okay. Let's see. Anybody online? Can you see it from there? Okay. Give me a minute. Okay. A lot of groups, including my own personal Facebook, I need to share out to my friends as well. The funny thing is, sometimes people would not watch it when you ask them to go to another page. Okay.
2, 3, 5.
Okay. Can you see it from there? The senior side? Can Okay. Let me see. Okay. Oh, you mean the people that's inside there? Oh, okay, okay. How about our side for this 5-color diet? Oh.
Same. 240.
Oh, okay. Admin says there are 200 over, 200 over of viewers. That is, yeah. So we will wait for a while. Because normally some of my fans or rather become more like friends. I will WhatsApp them and ask them, to come and support and everything. So hopefully we can go up to 400. Then we'll start, okay? Okay. Okay, let me see. Wow, today seems to be a bit, let me see. Live, okay. Let's see what we have. Oh, somebody already start commenting. Oh, who is the one? Oh, he can't see it, isn't it? Let me try to settle this first. Give me a minute. Oh, he said he can't see it. Let me see, what's that? Okay. A bit of issue over the Facebook. Let me see what we have. Okay. Okay, I'm going to share it. Let's see over. Okay, one more time. We are going to. Can you see it? Can you see it? I did share out.
Inside the group already have the senior.
Oh, inside their Facebook, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe a bit slow. Yeah. Okay, can. Thank you. Okay, admin say it's done. Okay, you see if there's any comment, so from there you go and see from there, okay? Okay, how many viewers on the live? 400 over. Wow, my fans very supportive, isn't it? Okay, give me a minute. That's the timing to start the show. Okay. Okay, first and foremost, let me introduce myself again. Once again, welcome to Eye Wellness Check. I'm Nutritionist Stunning Eye, and this is the first time I'm doing live in English. Normally, most of my, you can say all my videos, including the live, and also in the past health talks at this CC, whichever, is done in Mandarin. And a lot of friends will tell me it's funny because I'm actually an English ed person. You say, why do it in English when you can't even read and write? I tell them for the reason because my fans, I have 60% to 70% of fans that is Mandarin ed. So I tell myself, I have to do it. Okay, and somehow it's my passion. I believe in sharing, regardless, like if I can master the language, why not? So a lot of rehearsal to get it done. And now to tune back to this English channel, sometimes I was telling my friend, wow, this time I seem to be having a lot of Chinese accent, the dialects and everything, because you have to tune back and then this, that, everything, and is, are. Okay. Okay. Today our topic is what essential nutrients do elderly or rather seniors need most. Most of the time, you know, sometimes people will ask me, I thought everybody is the same, whether you're young or as long as maybe you are over puberty age, you should be taking all the essential nutrients and everything. We should say as we age, of course, there are slightly some difference, of which we can say, especially when you reach your this midlife crisis, everything goes down. That's why I always tell people that though maybe you might be physically or rather mentally and everything, you think that you're okay. Like some people say, oh, though I'm 60, but I still can perform like 40, 50. Normally my advice is, though you might think your body is F2, please don't perform like F1. Why? You might sometimes can perform like F1, but you won't know one day suddenly something will go wrong. But it's good to take things rather slightly on the slow side. Like myself, being a senior myself, 60 over years old, so I tell myself time to do things slowly, which monthly I will do 2 live stream. Actually, it's in Mandarin. So if in English language, if some of you think that, oh, it's very beneficial and things that, can we do it also as well as in English, then I will still consider maybe do the same topic. Monthly will be 1 in English, 1 in Mandarin, okay? So your feedback is very important. And for those of you who actually first time watching my live stream, you can actually go into my YouTube as well as Facebook. Inside itself, it actually have all the past videos that I did, you know, all the tree hives and all the like osteoporosis, arthritis, etc., etc. And TikTok, I actually cut into short videos, okay? Anything you can always ask. Today, our live stream is, as usual, is on Facebook as well as on YouTube. So if you have friends or yourself, you probably do not have Facebook account, which Facebook, I think on the phone you cannot really watch it if you don't have an account. So you can actually go to YouTube, which is free. And likewise, if those of you probably have any question, you can always WhatsApp to 5 Color Diet's WhatsApp number, 96305538. Remember, it's only WhatsApp because if you call, no one will answer it. It's solely for WhatsApp only. Okay, give me a minute. I think we'll start since we are having a lot of viewers, more than 400 over. Eh? Okay, never mind. We'll start the show rolling. Okay, let's go. Okay. The content itself, actually, I separate into two segments, or rather two parts, so that it's easier. I can ask, you all can ask some question middle of it. The first one you can see from here is consists of definition of nutrients, and we will also understand the reasons why that cause, nutrients deficiency in seniors, as well as 11 nutrient deficiency of senior. Wow, 11. Wow, it's a long. It will be a long PPT, but I will try to do it more simplified so that all of you won't go to sleep, okay? And after that, we'll break from Q&A. Then, segment 2 itself, I will focus on what type of food senior should take less, avoid, or rather everybody, we should not be taking what type of food, and how to prevent nutrients deficiency in senior, as well as if you cannot obtain the nutrients from your food, what type of supplement can actually help you. Then we will knock off with the final Q&A. Okay, let's start with what's the definition of nutrients. Nutrients are substances in food used by our body to maintain our health. And their function is they provide an energy for our body metabolic processes, promotes growth of new cells, and repair worn-out cells. That means to say that if your cells, or rather you have some damage or whichever thing, it actually helps you to regenerate your so-called damaged cells, and as well as prevent chronic diseases, etc. Our body needs 6 types of essential nutrients, of which the first is, of course, the protein. Then we have second, carbohydrates. Third, we have fats. Fourth, we have vitamins and fibers. Fifth, we have minerals. And sixth, of course, is water. What are some of the factors that causes nutrients deficiency in seniors? As we grow old, like I mentioned, you probably, some of us, or rather most of us, we probably felt we have decreased metabolism, and probably felt that when you want to eat something or you want to swallow, you felt sometimes a bit difficult, right? And sensory issue, like certain times, it's not everyone will experience it. You probably felt that, oh, I want to eat something, why I can't even smell it well, or especially, the taste. Today, why so salty? Tomorrow, maybe your spouse or somebody cook, you say, why today so sweet? Then you have to tell yourself, is it something wrong? Or sometimes, if your family member don't understand, they will say, don't eat lah, right? Okay, you probably have decreased appetite, decreased gastric secretion, and or it's because of medication that actually causes this reason. Okay, what are some health issues that are related? We probably know, like just now I mentioned, if you have decreased metabolism, of course it will be low energy, and probably it will cause some illnesses like the 3 highs. That is our high blood pressure, our high cholesterol, high blood sugar. And probably it will be osteoporosis, arthritis, anemia, poor vision, or memory. A lot of people will tell you, as long as you see a senior, or rather somebody that is matured age, wear a spec, then they will tell you, I think this one on the way is going midlife crisis or going to be a senior. Okay, let's see. Wow, that's a lot. What are the 11 nutrient deficiencies of seniors? What is it? A lot of times we know that protein is the main one, right? If you scared you will put on weight, and you scared that probably you take a lot of like meat and everything, then you put on weight, then not nice, you know, like people say you want to be skinny and everything. Personally, I felt that, of course, it also will depend on your gene. That's one thing. Another thing is, of course, you need to tell yourself whether are you active or not active, you know what I mean, physically. Example, if you are a housewife at home, you probably did not need so much protein. But if you are, you know, doing a very active, you know, physically, it's good actually to take more than that. We'll go through the protein later, okay? We have the protein, we have your fats, we have your vitamin B6 and B12, vitamin D, E, and calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron, and fibers, especially for people who are always have constipation. Fiber is very important. Okay, let's understand what type of proteins there are and what is its benefits. What are the symptoms if you have deficiency and excess intake? There are two types of protein which you can see from here. Type 1 is complete protein. It consists of 9 essential amino acids that we need for our growth and energy, okay? And it's found in meat and dairy products like your milk, your cheese, your yogurt. Type 2 is called incomplete protein. It consists less than 9 essential amino acids and is found in your whole grain, your beans and nuts. Incomplete protein less 9 essential amino acids, which means if you take it, it probably do not give you the full benefits of protein. So what to do? You can actually combine your incomplete protein food into a complete protein, okay, by two ways. One, you can actually combine your whole grain plus either your beans, legumes, or nuts. Second way is you combine your beans, your legumes, plus your nuts, okay. But personally, I would advise everybody to have a mixture of everything, you know, your whole grains, whether you're taking your brown rice, you're taking your oats, you're taking your millet, your quinoa, everything. For the reason, every food, or rather different fruits, they have different food itself, they have different nutrients content. That means to say that some maybe they have more A, some probably they have more B, and some probably they have more potassium. So you need to do a balancing. Okay, benefits of protein mainly promotes growth, increase energy, and also it helps regenerate cells as well as boost immunity. If you do not take enough protein, what will happen? You probably have muscle loss. Sometimes you see people, maybe some seniors, they are very skinny. Maybe some of them because of chronic diseases, especially diabetes. Doctor will tend to tell you, say, oh, don't take too much of like white rice, etc., etc. Then because of medication or so, that's why you have such problem. But it's good to look into, you know, taking it right, okay? Then you probably have weakened immunity. On the other hand, if you take more than what is required, you probably have another problem, which just now I mentioned, weight gain, or you probably have, it will deposit into your kidney and you will have kidney stones. Okay, next let's understand how many fat types there are, its benefit, symptoms of deficiency and excess intake. Fatty acids that body cannot synthesize is called essential fatty acids, like your omega, which we are very familiar, omega 3, 6, etc., like your 5 and so forth, okay? Studies shows mammals like human beings and furry animals like your dogs and cats and so forth, it actually is they are unable to synthesize fats, omega 3 especially, omega 3 fatty acids. That's why it can only obtain, or rather you can only take it from your food. Okay, there are three types of essential fatty acid, which you can see from here. The first one is your polyunsaturated fats, which we are very commonly known as omega-3, found in your deep sea fish like your salmon, your tuna, right? And if you were to so-called your omega-3 so-called source, you take it from your so-called beans and nuts. It's called alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. And remember one thing is like, if you take it from so-called animal source, like just now I mentioned the deep sea fish like your salmon, it contains DHA and EPA, which we know that is good for our cardio and our brain health. But if you were to take it from your nuts and seeds for whatever reason, you are vegetarian or you don't like to take so much of animal food, bear in mind that this ALA, it needs to be synthesized by our liver to convert into DHA and EPA. Then what will happen? I always tell people, make sure you have a healthy liver, or else if your liver, you have malfunction or rather any problem with the liver, you probably cannot help you to synthesize. Then you cannot convert it into DHA and EPA, okay? The second one is also called polyunsaturated fats. It's known as omega-6, linoleic acid, LA, and it can found in your eggs, your nuts, your seeds. The third one is known as monounsaturated fats, known as omega-9, which we are very familiar with is your olive oil, right? And also some nuts and seeds. So some people will ask me, three of it, how to take it? Take a mixture, then everything will be okay. Okay, let's see. Benefit of essential fatty acid mainly improve cardio health, improve your brain and nervous system's health, and also improve our vision as well as boost your immunity. Okay, if you take 2 liters of your fats, okay, of course here we are talking about essential fatty acid, which is rather healthy oil. Then you probably have dry skin, you have weakened immunity. While if you take too much, we know that if you take too much, of course, one thing is probably you put on weight, right? And here, it will also, you might experience maybe low blood pressure or excessive bleeding. For example, especially for those people who are taking blood thinner, you should not be taking together with your this so-called food that contains a lot of oil. Okay. The ideal ratio of omega fatty acid for optimum health, remember, sometimes there are also reports that says, or maybe it's 4:1 or 6:1, everything. But if you really want to, for your cardio and your brain health, you need to take it in the ratio of 2:1. That means 2 parts of omega-3, 1 part of omega-6. If you are taking others like omega-7 or whichever, it actually falls under omega-6. Okay, benefit of vitamin B6 mainly improve anemia. So whoever you have like low blood pressure, anemia, this is good. And it also promotes nervous system's health, also your brain health, as well as boosts immune system. You can notice that all vitamins itself, in a way, they helps you to boost your immunity. Okay. If you do not take enough of vitamin B6, you probably will have anemia, weakened immunity, and if you take too much, you probably have headache or fatigues. Okay. Benefit of vitamin B12, you can see from here, B12 itself, it actually promotes our energy production. That means to say you take already, you felt very alert, right? Actually, B12 is also known as so-called distress vitamins, and also promotes our nervous system's health, brain health, as well as, most important thing you must remember, it helps red blood cells production. That means to say that for people who are like low blood pressure, you got anemia, this is good, okay? Okay, if you do not take enough of B12, see, you probably will experience anemia, probably will have muscle weakness. That means you felt that your muscle very weak. Okay, whereas if you have take excess of vitamin B12, it also will cause muscle weakness. That means to say that you should be take it in a ratio. You cannot take it like sometimes like people say, oh, don't take it too little or don't take it so much. So how much shall we take, right? Later we'll come to do a conclusion which is easier for everybody, okay? And you probably will experience giddiness. Okay, let's see. Benefit of vitamin D mainly supports our bone health. That's why vitamin D, remember, you need to take it together with calcium, okay? And it reduces risk of flu, especially in the COVID pandemic. Doctor will probably tell you, oh, you actually need a D, but do take it under the supervision of your doctors, okay? Improve cardiovascular as well as boost immunity. Okay, if you do not take enough of vitamin D, what will happen? You probably will have, your leg will have muscle cramp, you probably will have bone pain, okay? But on the other hand, if you take too much, you still will experience bone pain as well as maybe you will have kidney stones. Okay, benefits of vitamin E mainly regulates your cholesterol level, your hormone level. Also, it promotes skin health, okay? So, you know vitamin E itself is oily. So, of course, for those people's dry skin, it's actually very good. As well as it boosts our immunity. Okay, if you do not take enough of vitamin E, you probably experience vision issues. Like, for example, dry eyes. And you probably have muscle cramp. On the other hand, if you take too much, you probably have muscles weakness. You feel that your muscles like very weak, and or you probably have excessive bleeding. It's actually same with essential fatty acids. Remember that most oil itself, it actually, if you overdose it or rather too excessive, it will actually cause bleeding. Okay, benefits of calcium mainly promotes bone health. Remember, you need to take it together with your vitamin D and regulates our muscle contraction, which means that it helps you to prevent or rather reduce your muscle cramp. And calm nerves. Remember that calm nerves means like, for example, when you take calcium, you take it in the night. When it calms your nerves, it actually probably very calming and soothing. Then it helps you to have better sleep, okay? As well as it actually improves your cardiovascular health. Let's say, for example, if you are taking calcium for the sake of to improve your cardiovascular health, you need to take it in the morning. That means after your breakfast. If you want to take it at the same time to help you for better sleep, you take it at night. Mainly for calcium itself, actually, the best time is actually at night, 1 to 2 hours before you sleep, okay? Okay, if you do not take enough of calcium, we know osteoporosis, right? And you probably have muscle cramp, and if you take too much, you have muscle weakness, or it will probably deposit into your kidney and you will become kidney stones. Okay, magnesium. Benefit of magnesium supports bone health. Remember that when you take calcium with vitamin D, at the same time you need to take it together with magnesium, okay? Then it will become a complete calcium blend. And it also reduces muscle cramp as well as improve cardiovascular, and for people who always have a migraine headache, right? Not headache because your boss gives you too much work, huh? It's headache because you don't know what to do, you know? You can always try this magnesium. Okay. Low magnesium, if you are taking so-called like, for example, do not take enough, like especially for people who are very picky, then you will probably experience irregularity, heartbeat, or you will experience muscle cramp. And if it's excessive, it's probably muscle weakness or low blood pressure. So you can see that most of the time, some of the nutrients, the so-called benefit or rather the deficiency and the excessive is all almost the same. Sometimes I always tell people, if you do not, you are not a picky eater, then it will be okay. Okay, let's go to potassium. Benefit of potassium mainly regulates blood pressure level as well as your blood sugar level and improve fatigues and also improve your muscle cramps. Oh, I think I miss out here, isn't it? Okay, most of the time if you're talking about potassium, you can say that your green leafy vegetable do have, but most of the time we know that it's actually found in bananas as well as in your root vegetable like your sweet potato, your yam, and your tapioca. It actually has quite high of potassium. Okay, if you do not take enough of potassium, what will happen? You have low blood pressure, you probably have muscle cramp, and if you take too much, you have muscle weakness, you have irregular heartbeat. Okay, benefits of iron, mainly we know, it actually improves anemia as well as when you are fatigued and assists sleep. That means to say that when you take enough, especially for people who are, those people who have anemia problem, when you take enough of iron, it actually helps you to have better sleep, okay, as well as boost immunity. And if we are talking about iron, I think most of us know from red meat, right? Probably your beef your this mutton or your pork. And remember that dark green leafy vegetables do have quite high iron too, as well as red, black, purple, and blue fruits and vegetables. Okay. If you do not take enough of iron, what will happen? Anemia, low blood pressure. And if you take too much, there you goes. Your bowel goes, constipation, anxiety. Sometimes I was telling people you don't need excessive of iron to make you anxiety or rather paranoid. With the current viruses that is going on, the whole world is going paranoid, right? Okay, benefits of fibers itself mainly lower our high cholesterol, regulates blood sugar level, and most important, it also helps us for digestion. Once your digestion is soft, of course, you will lose weight, right? So remember that fiber itself actually is very, very important because it actually helps us to remove the unwanted so-called toxins from our colon. Okay, when you do not take enough fibers, what will happen? You probably will have high cholesterol, constipation. But if you take too much, on the other hand, you probably have diarrhea. You probably have bloated stomach, especially when you take too much of fibers, everything, at night. I always tell people, don't, if you do have somebody who is sleeping next to you, your spouse, wow, all the way. But if you're outside, even worse, right? So people will feel that, wow, why this person like so gassy, right? Okay, here you all will probably ask how to detect our body nutrients content, right? Actually, the best way is through a blood test, which you can do at your doctor's clinic. But I understand that it's quite costly. The normal health screening, normally you probably have your normal like calcium, iron and everything. If you want a very like a so-called vitamin A to zinc, it's not cheap. I heard that per item, per example, vitamin A, then they goes vitamin B1, B2, vitamin B1 to B9 is at $30 to $50 per item. So can you imagine? But if you have the budget and you felt that you probably needs to know, why not? And I know that there are also some machines, health machine in the market that you do not need to actually use through a blood test. Accuracy, personally, I've tried before. It's probably like 80%. Okay. Okay. Most important thing, like just now I'm saying, what food you want to take, you want to take this, take that, and what is the mg is very difficult to calculate, right? Most important thing, you do a very simple way. Knowing how to choose the right nutrients type for each meal, that will solve your problem. It will provide you a well-balanced diet as well as promote good health. Then you probably have risks of certain type of diseases, okay? And breakfast, remember, you need to include your protein, your carbo, and your fibers with very little of seasoning and oil. For example, I know that some people, they probably will add like avocado, that's fats, right? Avocado itself, we can say is the fats itself, unless you go and melt it, the oil, then it's more digestible. If you have it, avocado in the fruits itself, it's good to add a bit of like a healthy oil, helps you for the absorption, okay? And if you are taking lunch and dinner meal, you probably remember that you need protein, carbo, 2 servings of vegetable, which means actually for normal, this healthy plate by this HPB, or Health Promotional Board, is actually around 8 inches. Not like this, huh? Then you remember that your vegetable is actually almost 50%. And some people will always say, oh, protein, huh? Wow, protein. Then I can take a lot, everything protein. Huh? Remember that one day your protein is only 100 mg, though it does goes by probably your structure and your body weight and everything. It's only your palm size here, not whole hand, okay? And remember that daily your fruits is only 2 servings. Most of the time, like myself, my fruits is always 1 to 2 hours after my lunch or dinner, okay? And during your meal, you can actually add 1 glass of water, but do remember that if those people who are taking your soups, your tea or your kopi, please remember that is also considered underwater, okay, beverages. And another thing to take note is remember that whatever you eat down here, how much you want to eat. You want to eat 3 pieces of ham or 5 pieces of ham. How much you want to eat for your your dinner or your lunch. It needs to be under this daily calories intake. For example, for ladies, 50 years old and above, your calories intake is 1,006 to 2,002. If let's say that you probably housewife at home, do a bit of housework, that's 1,006. And if you do exercise, probably it's until 2,002, okay? And for guys, it's actually 2,002 to 2,008. Also depends on whether physically are you active. Okay, now let's take some questions and go on to segment 2, okay? Let me drink a bit of water. Okay, while my admin is consolidating the question for me. I think today I speak already, my friend will tell me, says, too long never speak English already, right? Yep, admin?
Senior group, never
Never mind. I think because they need to go inside oh yeah, I was asking admin whether there's any comment over because I share to some other groups. He says no, because actually everybody needs to come into the live stream. Then you can only comment, which means you need to come into 5 Color Diets live stream Facebook page. But regardless of which group you are in, I will appreciate everybody to like and share to your friends and everybody, to the public, so that everybody will benefit. Okay? Okay. Can we have the question?
I read the Facebook one.
Yes. Start from the priority, the very first question that they're asking, because it's already 45.
Okay. First question, John Lee. Teacher, are the elderly paying the attention to nutrition balance in
Yep.
their daily diet?
Yes. Oh, somebody over the Facebook Live is asking elderly paying attention to the nutrition balance or everything. Yes. Normally, you all need to understand one thing is, especially as we age, everything is very slow. Even like I mentioned, like just now, it's like decreased metabolism. Even if you felt that, wow, I still very strong, very energetic, I should be, very active lah, do a lot of sports, everything. But do remember that, especially after your midlife crisis, even your bone mass and everything, it actually decreases. So it's actually good to replenish yourself with all the nutrients that is necessary, so that in a way it actually will slow down the aging process.
Question. Will losing weight cause taste deterioration?
这个我真不大明白。Okay, somebody asked, will lost weight cause taste deterioration? It does not. It actually goes down into your so-called your taste buds and your smells and everything. So for example, like I mentioned, that I think there are some, that's good, there are some young fans that is inside. It goes like this. You must remember that as we age, everything is decreases from your metabolism, from your so-called gastric, so-called your gastric acids and everything. Everything goes down. Everything is on the low side. So if you're probably your house member, your seniors or your parents or elderly, they do have such problem, please try to understand or tolerate. I always tell people, one day we will be there, because life cycle is a natural thing. Okay, losing weight does not, but I know that certain people, they lost weight, after that they don't have appetite. That one is over already. Okay, next time we are going to do one exclusive. If I'm not mistaken, I think last 2 weeks I did the detoxification of 8 organs. You can go in and see those in Mandarin and understand which organs and everything in order to detox. Then you probably can lose weight.
Diet will make the body healthy.
Yes, correct. What he's saying, somebody is saying that so-called all-rounded, a uniform so-called diet, that means a well-balanced diet. Yes, of course it will make you healthy, because it's a well-balanced diet. Of course you will still healthy and everything, but you do remember that you also need to exercise and drink enough water and everything, and even your sleep quality, it does matters.
My colleague normally text
我看到
protein food.
Okay.
Because she
Yep.
want to lose
Okay.
So we will lose muscle loss.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. Okay, somebody is saying that the colleague actually take very little or very less of this protein food. That's why she want to lose weight. In fact, I should say, like even myself, I tell you, even though I'm a senior, I also very scared. Sometimes I look at my weighing machine, already over. But actually, 3 to 5 years, we actually need to increase our weight, or else you'll look very haggy. You can always do it in stages, or rather, as long as you have a well-balanced diet, don't eat too much of the refined carbs and all the fried things, etc., and add in more fibers. And actually, protein itself, you cannot remove it. But if you want really to be healthy, you probably, like for me, I actually steam all my food or braise it or in soup. Anything that is fried is only weekly 1 day of cheat meal day. Okay.
One more. Yeah, teacher, daily fat.
Yeah, I saw it. Okay. Oh, somebody is saying that because just now on my screen I actually show there that the daily fats intake need to be 6 tablespoons. She said, wow, like this so much, then will it be too much? You will put on weight? In a way, it's a yes and no. Yes. If you were to take 6 tablespoons by itself in this healthy oil, and at the same time you still eat all your, all your goreng pisang lah, all your greasy food lah, everything, your KFC and so forth. So remember that fats intake daily, the 6 tablespoons consists of whatever oil you take, whether it's from nuts, whether it's from your so-called your meat, or whether it's from your fried things and everything, okay, it's actually including inside. Like for myself, I think I cut down, I actually add into my beverages in the morning, 1 tablespoon. Okay. Okay, one more.
Teacher, I don't like nuts.
Oh, somebody mentioned she don't like nuts. How? Well, why you don't like, she didn't mention, but I tell you, like personally myself, I also don't quite like to take nuts because certain people, when you take too much nuts for ladies, you probably have those whiteheads, pimples, and then very heaty, and also probably you eat already a bit of like sore throat or whichever, you can actually turn to cysts. But if you were to add like moderate into your food, actually it does helps, okay? Okay, we will continue with segment 2 or else it will be very late, okay? Okay, what food shall seniors take less or avoid? Of course, the general one which we know is of course your alcoholic drink and raw or uncooked food, greasy food, processed meat, excessive salt and sugar. But we know that other than home-cooked food, outside food is always very salty lah, very a lot of sugar lah, a lot of oil, right? So bottom line, how to have a healthy diet? If possible, I always tell people, cook yourself, okay? Okay, what ways can seniors use to improve their health? We know that, of course, consuming a well-balanced diet is one of it. And remember that if, especially for seniors, especially just now I mentioned that probably of your decreased metabolism and your decreased appetite, you can actually eat it in small frequent meal. Remember that small frequent meal means what? For example, you talk about your breakfast lah, then you have your breakfast at 8 o'clock, then 10 o'clock your tea time, your 1 o'clock is your lunch, then your tea time is your 3 o'clock dinner, then you have your fruits after your dinner. It's not add together 6, then you go and take big piece, okay? Frequent small meal, that means it's small portion, okay? Small and healthy, okay? And most important, also remember, drink enough water. And try to take less of cold drinks and food, spicy food also less, and avoid raw and uncooked food. I think somebody just now asked, is it? Oh, remember that why, especially for senior, you need to avoid raw and uncooked food for the reason because they might contain bad bacteria, and bad bacteria itself actually is very harmful. It probably will have viruses and have bacteria. Then it goes into your bloodstream and everything. It will be haywire. It contains. When it goes into your body, then they will have a lot of toxin, right? Then what you will have? You have food poisoning lah. Then they will probably create a lot of hair wire into your organs. I actually have cases of one of my so-called friends. He actually take sashimi from a country, went overseas. Then it comes back with the bad bacteria that actually eats the arteries. And well, she need to have operation to replace the artery with, no surgery and everything, which is quite a sad case. But that's why I always tell people, when we are already, we know that because of our age and everything, our immune system is actually on the weak side. Do take note what to eat and everything, okay? Okay, but of course, we have enough sleep. If you are a person who actually can't sleep real well, and if you really have the time or whichever, or rather have the chance, you can actually have take a nap of something, half an hour or so, and do exercise regularly and check your health status regularly. Okay, what supplement? Let's say it's like, for example, for whatever reason, the food, the nutrients in the food could not fulfill your daily nutrients needs, then you probably can supplement yourself with supplements, okay? For example, if you are looking for cardiovascular and your brain health, you can actually take essential fatty acids, which is your omega-3 la, 6 la, and so forth, okay? And for your nervous system, for example, you are very stressed, or probably you felt you're very, like muscles very pain, you know, you probably have like very stressed, you can actually take a vitamin B complex. And if you are vegetarian, and most vegetarian are short of certain Bs, so it's actually good to actually take a B complex, okay? Multivitamin and mineral is for vitality. Unless you have really a very weakened immunity, then you take a multivite, okay? And if let's say, for example, you have osteoporosis, or rather you do not drink milk, you do not like to take cheese and everything, you can actually supplement yourself with calcium for your bone health. And remember that calcium itself, you need to add vitamin D. Vitamin D itself not only for bone, muscles, and immunity. If you are taking vitamin D for your immunity, remember that you need to take it, if you are taking it at a high dose, at the supervision of your doctors, okay? Because vitamin D itself, if it's too high toxicity, it actually will cause a lot of problem, okay? And glucosamine, if you do not take maybe foods like aloe vera la, those like people say animal cartilage, you probably need to supplement yourself with a glucosamine blend for your joint health, your arthritis. Okay. Psyllium husk. Psyllium husk itself is like, for example, for digestion. Let's say it's like for those who always have constipation. You want to lose weight, you felt that your tummy very bloated, right? You can actually take psyllium husk. But remember that every half an hour to 1 hour, you need to drink warm water, or else it will stuck into your intestine. You will still have constipation, okay? Iron itself is for anemia. Remember that iron also very heaty. You need to drink a lot of water, okay? Probiotic is for gastrointestinal system. For example, we can talk about probiotic itself. Actually, it helps it neutralizes the bad bacteria in your gut, and it promotes good bacteria. And I have cases of probiotic, like for example, when you travel, I do advise people to bring along more probiotic. For example, why? Because it actually helps you to neutralize the bad bacteria, the so-called unhygiene food that you eat when you travel overseas. And when you do have like a food poison, then what will happen? The symptoms will be diarrhea, right? You probably have 3 times, 4 times a day. Then remember that the probiotic, you need to take it every hours or 1 to 2 hours, 1 tablet. But of course, it will depends on the strains and how much of like a millions or billions that is inside, okay? Next time we have a chance, we'll do one on pre and probiotic, then you will understand better. Okay. Okay, most important thing, if you do take supplement, remember these 3 tips. Our food, the food that we are taking, we call it food therapies. The herbs, your supplement, they only can help you what? Help you improve your condition. They do not heal. And if you are taking any medication, please consult your doctors. And remember that you need to separate your supplements from your caffeine beverages, especially medication, okay? Interval 1 to 2 hours. Okay, if your condition is serious, advisable to seek medical experts, doctors, or even your TCM doctors or so, whichever that you're comfortable with. I always tell people, don't be your own doctor. Don't self-medication, because if your condition is serious, you won't know it will have any health complication. Okay. And most important thing, try your best to adopt a healthy lifestyle. If you are able to adopt these 4 areas: balanced diet, enough water, adequate sleep, and exercise regularly, that is your well-balanced diet, that is your general health, that is your health for life. That means to say that it can promote your good life. Then when you're very so-called like physically you're very active, then you take very healthy, then you probably have like a how many hours of sleep and everything, and then you exercise a lot. That's good, right? So some people will say, hey, how come I exercise already, I still feel like very plump or chubby? Sometimes it goes down into the structure, or rather genetically, whether your parents' structure is the same. But most important thing, regardless, normally when I tell people will say, yeah, you skinny, you always tell people like this lah. Not really. Actually, I also try to cut on a lot of things. It's good actually to so-called adopt a healthy lifestyle. Especially, I always tell people that for me, of course, as a nutritionist, I so-called adopt and strongly promote is because it's my profession. That's one thing. Second thing is being a senior, we also try our very best. Is like being healthy so that we do not spend so much money on what? Medical, right? And another thing also, so that we do not burden our children, or else financially they will be very burdened, because nowadays it's very, very stressful, right? Okay, don't forget to go and follow and subscribe my all my channels, my YouTube, my Facebook, my IG, my TikTok. And if you have any question, you can always WhatsApp to 9630-5538. Okay? Okay, let's take the last question.
Last question. A lot of questions.
A lot of questions. Wow.
Okay.
Must go and ask first. How's my English speaking? What's English speaking? Oh my God, I think I need to practice more. Okay.
You send John, my mother always have the curiosity because she is vegetarian.
Okay.
Doctor say she had
Okay.
anemia, which is better for improving anemia, vitamin B6 or B12 or iron.
Okay. Oh, somebody asking, saying that the mom is a vegetarian and she always have giddiness, and doctor already says she have anemia. I believe the doctor will probably recommend, most of the time doctor will probably recommend iron tablets, unless probably she have a bit of like nurse pain, then add in a B complex. There are also, I know there's one brand, N brand, we won't say the brand that is here. They actually have your B6, B12 and everything. Normally you need to have your iron together with your vitamin B complex. It will actually help better. But it goes down into, like just now I'm mentioning, remember on the iron so-called this benefit of iron, I was saying that you can you can actually take, if let's say that you are vegetarian, you probably can take from other like dark green leafy vegetables, or red color, purple color, so forth, of fruits and vegetables. That one will give her the iron. But if she do have like frequent giddiness, on a short-term basis, it's good actually to take the doctor's advice to take an iron tablet first, and when she recover, then just take it on the short term, then after that you can actually switch back to all your food source.
Okay, one more. My auntie say that
Two more.
she has always a muscle cramp during sleep. For reviewing
Okay.
the muscle cramp, which one is the better?
Okay.
Calcium or magnesium or potassium.
Okay. Oh, somebody is asking, saying that the auntie, all these youngsters, is it? That's good, huh? Very concerned about your aunties, and very concerned of the parents. Wow, 好温馨哦。Or saying that the auntie always have complain about muscles cramp during her sleep, and should she take calcium, magnesium, or potassium? Most important thing, I think the auntie, your auntie itself will know whether she do have enough calcium. If she don't drink milk, she don't take calcium, it might be calcium. And it might be because she do not take nuts, like just now somebody is mentioned she don't like nuts, right? You probably don't even take beans or seeds, then you might be short of magnesium. And also potassium itself is, for example, if you do not take banana or sweet potato, you might be short in that. So it's good to look into your food level, to whatever foods that you're taking, then you can actually more or less know. And another thing I know that certain people, when you have muscle cramp, is like because we have age, and she maybe her weight is slightly over, then she stand a lot, then you tell her she need to exercise also. Okay. Okay, we have two more. We'll take two more questions.
Teacher, why do the people suffer for anemia?
Somebody is asking me why people suffer from anemia. I don't know, she is asking about ladies or guy. Most of the time, anemia happens more to ladies for the reason because monthly we have our menses period and everything, we lost a lot of blood and everything. Some people is because, like for example, if you're a picky eater, and then some people is genetically, that means to say is that you actually probably parents get it from your parents, that's why you have anemia. Anemia itself, if it's a chronic case, if it's a genetic case, actually you need to see a doctor because it might be they cannot take certain type, even you can't even take your iron from your food, or even the iron tablets need to be under supervision. That is more on the genetic chronic case. Okay?
Okay, one more is can the teacher recommend some healthcare products?
Okay, okay. Oh, somebody is asking to recommend. Okay, let's see again. Let's see. Okay, like just now, remember just now I mentioned that it depends on what you're looking for. For example, you're looking more for your heart, your cardio, and also for your brain, and prevention of senility, okay? Forgetfulness, you can actually take a omega-3 6, okay? And if you are talking about, you are very stressed, you can actually take a B. It actually will depends on what you are short of. Remember, like just now earlier I'm saying, like your calcium for your bone, and then you take a D because of your muscle immunity and this joint itself, okay? And whether you're anemia, like just now somebody is mentioning about anemia, you can actually take iron more on a short-term basis. It depends on what you are short of or what you are lack of. Then, like I mentioned, is like if you do not do a nutrients like content, blood test and everything, actually more or less what you eat is able to tell. Okay, one more question.
I heard my sister saying that she eat a lot of fruit and vegetables, still in constipation.
Okay.
How to solve her condition?
Okay. Somebody is saying the sister do take a lot of fruits and vegetables. That's a lot of fibers, right? To solve her constipation. Why she have constipation? If there's a chance, next time in probably upcoming or rather in the planning process, I will do fibers. Do remember that fibers have soluble and insoluble. And if you do not take more of a soluble or insoluble, the ratio is actually insoluble is a ratio of 2 parts and soluble is 1 part. Another reason why the sister do have constipation is what, maybe she take too much of soluble, because soluble it actually expand inside your intestine, your colon. need to be passed up. You need to, remember just now I was saying, psyllium husk. You need to drink lukewarm water. And certain people I know that you take, they don't really take a lot of like oil, they scared they put on weight. You need a bit of oil to actually have the lubricant. Okay? One more, then we'll go off.
Yeah, teacher, I want to ask the sensory ability, like taste and smell.
Yep.
Affect the elder.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
My father,
correct. Oh, somebody is asking about the taste and the smell, the father when the mother cook, and then the father complain a lot and everything.
healthy enough.
Yeah, correct. Then the food is not healthy. Like just now I mentioned, do try to be more tolerant of a senior or rather your spouse, because sometimes today, including even myself, because of course being a so-called nutrition expert, I will know, oh, if today I taste something, you know, I add something into my food, I know that probably 1 teaspoon is enough, but then it's not salty enough. Then I tell myself, oh, today my taste bud is hair wire, so I need to do something about it. You actually can take some other things. Next time we will do one live topic on this taste bud and everything. Then we'll teach you how to neutralize. Actually, it's talking about the 5 tastes. Okay, we'll have a TCM on live. Then the TCM will teach you what to eat as well. Okay. Okay. Yep. One more.
Teacher, I want to ask why elderly people need to avoid the raw and uncooked
Okay. Oh, somebody is asking why elderly people need to avoid raw and uncooked food. Like just now I mentioned, because so-called their immunity is more on the low side, and another reason is like raw means it may. Okay, of course, there are also like food outside that though is in a raw form like sashimi, they probably do take care of it. It doesn't matter. Maybe you have a weak stomach. Then when you take it, chances that it might contain some bacteria, then you probably have like food poison or diarrhea. So in order to prevent that, we do advise elderly do not take or take very less of it, because I personally I see a lot of cases on this, including like food poison, diarrhea and everything. Okay, that's it. Okay, the next topic. Okay, next topic, because of today's so-called live that is in English, my Chinese ad fans mention you do it for the English ad fans, or rather requests. How about doing it in Mandarin? So, well, I gotta do it in Mandarin, okay? And we'll have it in next month, which date? And please, like I mentioned, is if you are first time on my live stream, do like, follow us to receive more updated so-called information and receive notification when is the live stream, and also whatever videos and short videos that I'm going to create in all my channels, okay? And I'm very active, of course, in Facebook itself. YouTube is more for information for people who actually cannot go into Facebook, and TikTok is more for short, but I might also do a live stream on TikTok. I need to employ one more admin. Anybody? Okay, now we are going to tell people, if whoever your friend that is Chinese ad that are interested to attend a so-called the live stream in Mandarin, do tell them to like and follow my Facebook and YouTube and so on. You will receive the notification when is it, whether it's middle of the month or so. Every 2 weeks normally I will have one, unless I have projects or events outside or go for a short holiday to distress myself. Okay, then we are going to tell you good night. Okay. 你在